Welcome to the second year PU class in KNS College. Now I will deal with the chapter 2 Dear. 2 Dear is a chapter, a nice short story written by Leo Tolstoy, a Russian writer. This Russian writer, Leo Tolstoy, always writes the stories which are full of morals. Here he is speaking about one country, small country named Monaco. This Monaco kingdom is a very small, having a territory of only 7,000 acres of land. And here 7,000 people are there. That means each individual will get 1 acre of land. What's the total territory area of this Monaco kingdom? That is 7,000 acres of land. In this 7,000 acres of land, 7,000 people were staying. That means Monaco kingdom's population is only 7,000. These 7,000 people who were staying there, if the land is equally divided, each will get 1,000 acre of land. It's a very small kingdom. This kingdom is situated between Italy and Germany. In between these two countries, it is a small kingdom. They are situated, and this is, even though very small, there we find no crime in that country. No crime, no criminals, nothing. The country was very nice, beautiful, and people who were staying in that Monaco kingdom were very, very happy persons. And this kingdom is having its own kinglet. That means king is there, minister is there, courtiers are there, its own law, justice, government, army, everything it is having. What all it having, tell me? It's having courtiers, ministers, bishops, generals, assembly, its own law and its own army. Even it is having its own palace also. And this army of this Monaco kingdom is having only 60 members in it. How many members in the army? Only 60 members, 60 soldiers in the army. And population of the country is 7,000 people. Then the area of that Monaco kingdom is 7,000 acres of land. Don't get confused. 7,000 people, 7,000 acre of land, and the army consisting of only 60 soldiers in it. And this small kingdom, even though it is having its own ministry, courtiers, assembly, palace, court, law and order, justice, everything, but still we don't see any crime in that country. No crime is found in that country. And here what happens now, this man, he was collecting taxes from the people to run his government, and the tax was collected on only 4 items. Which are the 4 items? Tobacco, poll tax, wine, spirit. These are the 4 items on which he was collecting the tax. Which are the 4 items? Repeat me once again. Poll tax, tobacco, wine and spirit. On these 4 things, the king used to collect the amount, collect the tax, and the tax amount what he was getting from all these 4 commodities, that he was using to run his country. Because courtiers are to be paid, the palace needs the amount for its expenditure, army needs money. For everything he was accommodating within the tax that he was collecting on 4 things. Come on, once again repeat me, which are the 4 things he was collecting tax from? Tobacco, wine, spirit and poll tax. From these 4 items he was collecting the tax to run his own country. And this king of Monaco was very good, kind-hearted, but he wanted some more extra money to run his country. So he found extra source of income from establishing gaming houses. Even though it is known that gaming houses are not good for the country, gaming houses are bringing loss to the people, but still the king of Monaco, he wanted to run the gaming houses, and he was a monopoly in this gaming house. Nobody was interfering in his work. and nearby countries, Germany, France, Italy, they were not having any gaming houses in their country because they were caring for their own subjects and they thought these gaming houses will bring disaster to the people. Knowing all these bad demerits of these gaming houses, still the King of Monaco kept the gaming houses because he wanted to earn the special source of revenue from gaming houses, from which the King of Monaco wanted to earn the special source of income. He wanted to earn the special source of income from gaming houses, because from these gaming houses the king was not at lost. The person, even though he is a loser of the gaming house, also must have to pay the tax, and the person who is the winner from this gaming house also has to pay the taxes. That means the king is nowhere losing anything. The losers are player, winner and loser. Both were the losers, but still he used to say that they only should understand which is good and which is bad for them. See, suppose now they say if you purchase one cigarette box, they are writing there on this that smoking is injurious to health. The caution is given, but still if you want to purchase it, that is left to your fate. In the same way, gaming houses are bad, everybody knows, but still he kept open the gaming houses because he kept it for their own senses. If they want, they can play. If they don't want, they can't play. But king was generating special source of interest, special source of revenue from gaming houses. Totally, now we can understand that the king is getting amount from 5 things. First 4, tobacco, wine, spirit and poll tax. These 4 are the regular taxes what you are getting, and 5th one is gaming houses. From these gaming houses he got a special source of revenue from these gaming houses. So by all these things the king was happy, the country was happy. People who wants to play, they used to play. Who are not interested, they were not playing, and it's not a force on anybody that they must go to the gaming house. But people from nearby countries, they used to come there. If they are more than enough, means if they are rich enough to spend their money on the gaming houses, they could go there, play and come back. But others are not having any force to play in these gaming houses. So totally by these 4-5 things, the king was getting a tax, the king was getting a income from all these things, and his country was running very smooth. Then everything is okay, why the story is needed? Everything is nice, everything was good, people were good, king was good. So then where the story starts? Everything was good, but this but is very bad. In this country, there was one man who committed a murder. That is the only crime that the King of Monaco observed. That is the only crime that Kingdom of Monaco has seen, and that crime is about murder. So this crime has been committed by one person and he became a criminal. Earlier there were no crimes in that country, no criminals in that country. But now the criminal has found them. He has committed a murder. The reason is immaterial here. Nobody asked him a question why he committed murder. Nobody asked him what is the purpose of murdering a man. But now the big question mark in front of the King of Monaco is what punishment should be given to the criminal. Only one criminal found in the country, and what punishment should be given to him. So the court was called, courtiers had come, juries had come, trial was done. So many all procedures about how to punish the criminal gone. It went on, a lengthy process. After completing that lengthy process in that country, they gave a punishment. First, there was no punishment in that country. No crime, no criminals, no punishment. But now the question has come for them that they wanted to punish a man because man has committed a murder. And what was the punishment, you know? The punishment was to give him a death sentence. The person who committed murder should be given a death punishment for him. And for that death punishment, now again the question arises. Yes, it was agreed. The prince had come there, the king of Monaco had announced punishment to the criminal, and now the problem is how the punishment must be executed. The punishment is death sentence, hanged till death. So what to do now? They don't have executing machine in their country, and they don't have executioner in their country, because the country was well known for no criminal, no crime, no punishment, nothing. But now the time has come for them to give the punishment. Now the time has come for them to take care of the criminal. So what to do now? No executioner, no executing machine. Then they went on thinking very seriously to hire that executing machine and an executioner from the nearby country. So first they approached France. France is a neighboring country. They went to France and asked the Prince of France to give the executing machine and the executioner. It's not for purchase, remember, it is only for rent. What? Yes, rent. They want to take it for rent. And the rent amount itself from France was stated as 16,000 francs to kill a murderer. To give the punishment for a criminal, they asked on higher basis, on the rent basis, what two things? One executioner and another one executing machine. So now to give on hire this executing machine and executioner for one day rent, they demanded 16,000 francs to punish the criminal. How much? 16,000 francs. This is only rent amount, not for purchase I am telling you. This is only for rent. That rent for what? Executing machine and an executioner. Okay, the prince thought the criminal is not worth of spending so much of amount. So he scolded, the scoundrel is not worth to spend 16,000 francs on him. So he rejected the idea. Who rejected the idea? The king of Monaco rejected the idea of taking this executing machine and executioner for 16,000 francs. The idea was dropped. Now they asked to king of Italy, because Italian king was brother monarch of king of Monaco. Remember always the question will be there on that. Who is the brother monarch of king of Monaco? The brother monarch of king of Monaco is Italian prince. So Italian prince and the Monaco king both were brothers. So now he asked the Italian government how much they are going to charge to give executing machine and executioner. Now this means Italy government as well as France government are having their own criminals and their own ideas of punishing the criminals. So here when Italian king was asked for that, thinking he is a brother monarch of king of Monaco, he quoted 12,000 francs for executing machine and the executioner. What the Italian government demanded to king of Monaco? 12,000 francs. 4,000 francs less than what France has demanded. This is only for rent. Rent for what? Executing machine and the executioner. So France government demanded 16,000 francs, whereas Italian government demanded 12,000 francs only to give executing machine and the executioner. Okay, the king did not like this idea also, because the king of Monaco was not interested to levy any extra tax on his subjects. He don't want that his people, his subjects should be in trouble of paying extra tax. And what for that extra tax? That extra tax is for only bringing the executing machine and executioner from the another country to punish a criminal. So again the prince said same remark. He again did the same remark. The remark is that this criminal, this scoundrel is not worth of spending 12,000 francs also on him. That's why this also idea is dropped out. Now coming to the next point. What did the king of Monaco think of this criminal? He said, let him run away from the jail. So they took out the guard from the jail. It was kept open, jail gate was kept open. They demanded that this person may run away from the jail, but the man did not run away. He waited up till their meals time. Then he nicely went to the king's palace, went into the king's kitchen. He brought whatever he wanted for his meals, brought it back, came back again in the jail, sat there and ate comfortably, then slept. All were wonderstruck. They thought he will run away, but criminal did not run away from the jail. He was very comfortable in the jail. So then some of the courtiers asked the criminal why he did not run away, even though the doors of the jail are kept open. Automatically the guard, this one said that he is not interested to run away from the jail because people will turn their back on him, people will never honor him, people will don't give him any work, and moreover, now he has forgotten how to do the work also. And the reason for all these things is he blamed the king of Monaco and Monaco people that they condemned him as a criminal. Who condemned him? People of Monaco, and king of Monaco has condemned him as a criminal, and the people will turn their back on criminal. Nobody will give him work to do. Then how he should earn? In what way he has to lead the life? So he has been left out without any alternative for himself. That's why this criminal stayed back in the jail only, and instead of running away, he started scolding the king of Monaco only for accusing him, for blaming him as a criminal. So again the problem arose. He scolded the king first for accusing, second for keeping the guard, third for keeping him in the jail, and fourth for not serving him a food. He took a trouble for himself to go and bring the food from the king's palace. All these things feel very humorous to the mind. All these things are felt to be a very strange to the mind. He being a criminal, don't have any fear in the mind. He nicely questioning the king of Monaco, telling that why he should blame him. And if at all he has been given the death punishment, he demanded that he must be killed. Why he should be kept in the jail? He should be executed. So now again the point came to the mind of Prince. He thought, why to hire the executing machine for 16,000 francs? Why to hire the executing machine from Italy for 12,000 francs? Instead of that, let one soldier come and kill him, execute his head, cut off his head. That also idea sounded to be good to the mind. So they went, they asked the soldier. They called the soldier and told, see, you have to kill this criminal. No single soldier became ready to kill the criminal. Why? They said, they are not trained to kill any individual. They are trained to kill the enemies in the war. Apart from the war time, nobody knows, not a single soldier is ready to kill any man simply without any reason. They said their mind is not set for that. Or ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಂದ ನಾವು ಯುದ್ಧದಾಗ ನೂರಾರು ಮಂದಿ ಕೊಲ್ತೀವ್ರಿ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ, ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ಗೆ ಮರ್ಡರ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಲ್ಲುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೆಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. They nicely told their mind is not set for that. They are not ready to kill any person. Instead, they told they will leave the job of soldier only and they go back to their house. But they are not ready to kill any murderer, kill any criminal. The reason for this is they are not trained for killing any individual apart from the war. So again the problem came. How many methods the prince tried here? First one asking the France, second one Italy, third one soldier, fourth one keeping open the jail door open. Nothing worked out. Criminal nicely said to the prince that he will stay inside the prison only. And when he saw the expenditure at the end of the year, he saw 600 francs of extra amount spent on a criminal. That point is also irritating to the prince. Prince said, why I should spend 600 francs on a criminal? Why I should preserve him here? Yes, the king is having good sense. King is having good idea about his subjects, so he is not interested to levy any taxes from the people. But he don't want to collect extra tax from the people to take care of such a criminal. And why he has to spend 600 francs for one criminal? ಒಬ್ಬ ಕೈದಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಅಪರಾಧಿಯನ್ನು ಸಾಕಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 600 ಫ್ರಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ನನಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಸೇ compare his idea with anybody in the country. Here in India only, to give punishment for the 4 terrorists of the Taj Hotel, we took 10 years to punish them. For all these 10 years, counting it as a trial period, how much the government has spent on them. Imagine how foolishly we behave. Look at this prince. He is not interested to levy any extra tax on the people to punish or to retain this criminal. Here in India also we are paying extra taxes for such a criminals, to rear such a criminals. That's why we can find that in chapter 2 here, written by Leo Tolstoy, is giving a good moral to this side. Good idea to the country, good thinking to the people, whether we have to retain, whether we have to rear the criminals in our country or not. Is there any use from these criminals? No use, nothing. Simply on base of mercy we have to take care of them. On the base of mercy we have to retain them. Or with the idea that this man might not have committed the murder, we might have simply given him a punishment. So, such extra expenditures are not liked by the King of Monaco, so he did not agree to spend any money on the criminal. Then at last, they decided to send the criminal out of the country. What is the last option that they thought of? They thought of sending a criminal out of the country and making him to stay outside the country. Okay, for that also criminal did not agree. He agreed to go away after a lot of persuasion to the mind. He agreed to go out of the country by getting 600 francs annuity for him. What he wanted to get from the King of Monaco? 600 francs annuity. He wanted this annuity. Varshika expenditure 600 francs ಕೊಟ್ಟರಷ್ಟೇ ದೇಶ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, the king should punish the criminal or the king should be threatened by the criminal. That we have to think here. These are all very amazing, these are all very humiliating situations here. ಒಬ್ಬ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ಗೆ ರಾಜ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ ರಾಜ ಹೆದರ್ಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಏನಂತ, ನನಗೆ 600 ಫ್ರಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಎನ್ಯೂಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ಡಿಲೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಸಿ ಹೌ horrible the man is. But the King of Monaco wanted to get rid of him. That's why he agreed to pay 600 francs annuity to the criminal to go away from his country. At last, criminal agreed to go away from that country by taking 600 francs annuity from him. Then, what did he do? He just went away from the country by traveling 15 minutes away from that border area. That means this criminal did not go any distance or any other country. Instead of that, he went only to the area which can be covered by traveling 15 minutes out of the country. There only he took 1/4 of his annuity in advance. From that money, in that border area, he purchased a piece of land. He made it a nice garden. He grew there flowers, vegetables, so many things. And the same criminal used to come inside the country for marketing all those things. Then by that he was getting some of the income, some money from that, and that he was using for his livelihood. He used to come once in a year, bringing all his products, what he has produced in that area. He sold them, he got the money for his livelihood, and remaining some amount he used to go and play in the gaming house. Losing or gaming will be between 1 to 3 francs or more. Not more than that he was spending on it. Totally, this person, the criminal who committed the murder, has been rare like this. So when we read this story too, dear, we feel it is very funny, because why the king has to pay so much attention to the mind about the murderer. Should have been proud of the country, should have been threw out of the country. Instead of throwing him out, the king has paid him 600 francs annuity. He tried to kill him by paying 16,000 francs, 12,000 francs like that. That also did not become successful. So the author, Leo Tolstoy, a Russian writer, is very, very intelligent in showing, in pointing out how the country will do some mistakes in their areas, how it will work out. So from this you can understand that's why he has given the title Two Dear, Ati Preeti, Bhala Preeti Patranadavanu, criminal. So adr mele ava hege kharchu madda, adu desha hegittu, country hegittu, everything he went on explaining. So now I will highlight some of the important points. First point is, Monaco is a very small, tiny country. Its total area is 7,000 acres of land. The total population of the country is 7,000 people, and each individual will get 1 acre of the land. Apart from that, this is a small, tiny country situated between the borders of France and Germany. In between there it is situated. And now the people of that country are very happy going, good and good in morality. But still they follow no crime, no criminal, no punishment on the rules of that country. But still they found one criminal has to be punished, and for punishing him they can't pay more money. And they asked for executing machine and executioner to France, they demanded 16,000 francs. And the same question is asked to Italy, they demanded 12,000 francs. The king did not agree for both the things because he was not interested to spend that much of money on the criminal, and he was not interested to levy the tax on people. Thirdly, the person, if he has to be retained, he has to pay 600 francs annually. So Prince was not ready for that. At last he sent him out of the country by paying again 600 francs as an annuity. Where did this criminal go then? He went out of the country. He stayed there within the travelling distance of 15 minutes from the country borders. There he purchased the land and he led a very happy life. Once in a year, a criminal used to come to the Monaco kingdom, sell his produce, do his expenditures, and he was going to gaming houses, losing 2 to 3 francs, getting back the same amount, and he stayed very happily in that border area. So this is a very, very satirizing story written by Leo Tolstoy. The chapter name is Two Dear. I think you have understood the points, you have understood the story. If at all you have any problems, you can ask me personally or through my phone number. Okay? By this I will conclude the chapter. Thank you, Banana.